You don't deserve where you are. You deserve better. Let that sink in for a moment. Feel the weight of those words. They're not just empty phrases. They're a call to action, a wake-up call for your soul. I want you to look around you right now. Take a good, hard look at your surroundings, your circumstances, your life as it stands today. Now I want you to ask yourself a question. Is this all there is? Is this the summit of your potential? Is this the fullness of your purpose? If you're honest with yourself, truly honest, the answer is a resounding no. And that's good news. That dissatisfaction you feel, that yearning for something more, that's not a curse. It's a blessing. It's the voice of destiny calling you to greater heights. You see, where you're at right now is not your final destination. It's merely a waypoint on your journey to greatness. Too many people make the mistake of settling for less than their worth. They convince themselves that their current situation is the best they can hope for. They resign themselves to mediocrity, to a life of what ifs and if onlys. But that's not you. You're different. You're because something inside you knows there's more. You've got that fire in your belly, that hunger for excellence that sets you apart from the crowd. And let me tell you something, thunder is there for a reason. You were created for a purpose. You were designed with a specific destiny in mind. The talents you possess, the passions that drive you, the unique combination of experiences and perspectives that make you who you are, they're not random. They're the building blocks of your greatness. But here's doesn't just happen. It's not handed to you on a silver platter. It's not bestowed upon you by chance or circumstance. Greatness is a choice. It's a decision you make every single day to push beyond your limits, to challenge your assumptions, to refuse to settle for less than your best. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but you don't understand my situation. You don't know the obstacles I'm facing. You can't see the limitations holding me back. And you're right, I don't know your specific circumstances. But what I do know is this: your circumstances don't define you. History is filled with examples of individuals who refuse to let their circumstances dictate their future. They looked at their situation, acknowledged the challenges, and then made a crucial decision. They decided that their dreams were bigger than their difficulty. Their vision was greater than their limits. Think about it. Some of the most successful people in the world started with nothing. They faced poverty, discrimination, physical disabilities, and countless other obstacles. But they didn't let those obstacles become excuses. Instead, they used them as fuel for their ambition, as stepping stones to their success. You have that same power within you. The power to rise above your circumstances. The power to transform your limitations into launching pads. The power to turn your obstacles into opportunities. But it all starts with a decision. A decision to no longer accept the status quo. A decision to stop settling for less than your worth. A decision to start living up to your full potential. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Growth is never comfortable. Change is never painless. The journey from where you are to where you're meant to be is filled with challenges. But those challenges are not there to stop you. They're there to shape you, to strengthen you, to prepare you for the greatness that lies ahead. Every obstacle you overcome makes you stronger. Every setback you push through makes you more resilient. Every fear you face makes you braver. These are not just platitudes. They're principles of personal growth. They're the laws of success that govern every great achievement in human history. So, how do you start this journey? How do you begin to move from where you are to where you deserve to be? It starts with a change in mindset. You need to shift your perspective from seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances to seeing yourself as the architect of your destiny. Stop focusing on what you lack and start leveraging what you have. You have talents, skills, and abilities that are uniquely yours. You have experiences that have shaped you. Lessons that have taught you, strengths that have sustained you. These are your assets. These are your tools for building a better future. But having tools isn't enough. You need to use them. You need to put them into action. And that requires courage. the courage to step out of your comfort zone, the courage to try new things, the courage to fail and get back up again. And remember, failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a part of success. Every great achiever has failed multiple times on their way to the top. The difference is they didn't let failure define them. They let it refine them. They use it as feedback, as a learning experience, as a stepping stone to their next attempt. So I want you to embrace failure. Don't fear it. Don't run from it. Face it head on. Because on the other side of failure lies growth. On the other side of failure lies progress. On the other side of failure lies the person you're meant to be. Now, let's talk about goals. Where do you want to be in 5 years? In 10 years? What does your ideal life look like? What impact do you want to make on the world? These aren't idle questions. They're the blueprint for your future. They're the roadmap to your destiny. But here's the crucial point. Your goals need to be bigger than you. If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. If your goals don't push you out of your comfort zone, they're not challenging enough. You need to set goals that stretch you, that force you to grow, that demand the best of you. And once you've set those goals, you need to pursue them with everything you've got. Half-hearted effort produces half-baked results. Lukewarm commitment leads to mediocre outcomes. If you want extraordinary results, you need to put in extraordinary. This means prioritizing your time. It means sacrificing short-term pleasures for long-term gains. It means being willing to do what others won't so you can have what others don't. Success demands discipline. It requires consistency. It calls for perseverance in the face of adversity. As you push yourself towards your goals, as you stretch beyond your current limitation, you'll discover strengths you never knew you had. You'll uncover talents that have been lying dormant within you. You'll tap into a wellspring of potential that will astound you. You see, you're capable of far more than you realize. Most people never come close to reaching their full potential because they never push themselves to their limits. They stay within the confines of what's comfortable, what's familiar, what's safe. But greatness lies beyond those boundaries. So I challenge you today to step beyond your comfort zone. Take risks, try new things, push your limits. Because it's only when you push past your perceived limitations that you discover your true capabilities. Now let's talk about mindset. Your mindset is the lens through which you view the world. It shapes your perceptions, influences your decisions, and ultimately determines your actions. And here's the thing, if you want to change your life, you need to change your mindset. Stop seeing problems and start seeing opportunities. Stop focusing on obstacles and start focusing on solutions. Stop dwelling on what you can't do and start leveraging what you can do. This shift in perspective can transform your entire. This is not something that happens to you. It's something that happens because of you. It's the result of your choices, your actions, your perseverance. You are not a passive observer in your life story. You are the author, you are the protagonist. You have the power to write your own narrative. But to do that, you need to take responsibility. Responsibility for your choices. Responsibility for your actions. Responsibility for your life. Stop blaming others for your circumstances. Stop making excuses for your shortcomings. Take ownership of your life and your future. This might seem daunting at first. After all, it's easier to blame others than to take responsibility. It's more comfortable to make excuses than to make changes. But here's the truth. True freedom comes with responsibility. When you take responsibility for your life, you take control of your destiny. Now let's talk about your environment. The people you surround yourself with, the information you consume, the habits you cultivate, all of these shape your reality. They influence your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions. So if you want to change your life, you need to change your environment. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you, who push you to be better. Seek out mentors who can guide you, who can share their wisdom and experience. Cultivate relationships that nurture your growth, that support your dreams, that believe in your potential. At the same time, distance yourself from negative influences, from people who doubt you, who discourage you, who try to hold you back. You can't soar with eagles if you're surrounded by turkeys. You can't reach for the stars if you're weighed down by naysayers. And it's not just about people. It's about the information you feed your mind. What books are you reading? What podcasts are you listening to? What content are you consuming? Remember, your mind is like a garden. What you plant in it will grow. So plant seeds of positivity, of inspiration, of knowledge. Nurture them with attention and effort and watch them blossom into success. Let's address a critical point. The journey to success is not a straight line. It's not a smooth, easy path. It's filled with twists and turns, with ups and downs, with moments of triumph and moments of despair. There will be times when you feel like giving up. Times when the obstacles seem insurmountable. Times when your dreams feel out of reach. But it's in these moments that your true character is revealed. It's in these moments that your commitment is tested. It's in these moments that you have the opportunity to prove to yourself what you're really made of. Remember, diamonds are formed under pressure. Gold is purified by fire. Your challenges are not meant to break you. They're meant to make you. They're meant to forge you into the person you need to be to achieve your dreams. So, when you face setbacks, and you will face setbacks, don't see them as roadblocks. See them as detours. When you encounter obstacles, don't see them as stop signs. See them as challenges to overcome. When you experience failures, don't see them as endings. See them as new beginnings. Your ability to persevere in the face of adversity, to keep moving forward when everything seems to be pushing you back. That's what separates the achievers from the dreamers. That's what distinguishes the successful from the ordinary. Now let's talk about time. Time is your most precious resource. It's the one thing you can never get back, the one thing you can never make more of. So how are you using it? Are you investing it wisely, or are you wasting it on things that don't matter? Every day you have a choice. You can choose to use your time to move closer to your goals, or you can choose to squander it on trivial pursuits. You can choose to invest in your personal growth, or you can choose to remain stagnant. You can choose to work toward your dreams, or you can choose to settle for less than you're worth. The choice is yours. But remember, every choice has consequences. Every decision you make today is shaping your tomorrow. So choose wisely. Choose with intention. Choose with your future in mind. And speaking of the future, let's talk about vision. Where do you see yourself in the years to come? What kind of impact do you want to make on the world? What legacy do you want to leave behind? You see, success isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about fulfilling your purpose. It's about making a difference in the world. It's about using your unique gifts and talents to contribute something meaningful to humanity. So I challenge you to think beyond just personal success. Think about significance. Think about the mark you want to leave on the world. Because when your goals are aligned with a greater purpose, when your ambitions are tied to a higher calling, you tap into a source of motivation that's far more powerful than mere personal gain. Now, let's address a common misconception. Many people believe that to achieve great things, you need to have some special talent or extraordinary ability. But that's not true. What you need is not exceptional talent, but exceptional commitment. Not extraordinary ability, but extraordinary effort. Success is not about being the smartest person in the room. It's about being the most committed. It's not about having the most resources. It's about making the most of the resources you have. It's not about never failing. It's about never giving up. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. Every success story started with a single step. The difference between where you are and where you want to be is the actions you take every day. So, focus on progress, not focus on growth, not arrival. Focus on becoming better every day, even if it's just by one. Now, I want to talk about fear. Fear is one of the biggest obstacles that holds people back from achieving their full potential. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. But here's the truth. It tells you that you're not good enough, that you can't do it, that you should stay where you're comfortable. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Comfort is the adversary of progress. If you want to achieve great things, you need to be willing to be uncomfortable. You need to be willing to face your fears head on. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear. It's the decision that something else is more important than fear. Your dreams are more important than your doubts. Your purpose is more important than your panic. Our destiny is more important than your discomfort. So, feel fear and do it anyway. Step out of your comfort zone. Take that risk. Make that change. Because on the other side of fear lies freedom. On the other side of fear lies fulfillment. On the other side of fear lies the life you've always dreamed of. Now, let's talk about belief. Belief in yourself. Belief in your abilities. Belief in your dreams. This is not about arrogance or overconfidence. This is about recognizing your inherent worth, your innate potential, your God-given. You see, if you don't believe in yourself, why should anyone else? If you don't believe in your dreams, who will? Your belief in yourself is the foundation upon which all your success will be built. It's the fuel that will drive you forward when times get tough. It's the anchor that will keep you steady when storms of doubt and discouragement rage around you. So nurture your self-belief, feed it with positive affirmations, strengthen it with small victories, protect it from negative influences, because when you truly believe in yourself, when you have unshakable faith in your abilities and your purpose, you become unstoppable. Now, as we near the end of our time together, I want to leave you with a final thought. Success is not a destination. It's not a place you arrive at and then stop. Success is a journey. It's a continuous process of growth, of learning, of becoming. The moment you think you've made it, the moment you become satisfied with where you are, that's the moment you stop growing. That's the moment you start declining. Because in life, you're either growing or you're dying. There's no standing still. So never stop learning. Never stop improving. Never stop pushing yourself to be better. Embrace the journey of personal growth with enthusiasm and determination. See every day as an opportunity to become a little bit better than you were yesterday. And remember, you don't deserve where you are. You deserve better, not because of some sense of entitlement, but because of the potential within you, because of the purpose for which you were created, because of the impact you're capable of making in this world. You deserve better because you're capable of better. You deserve more because you're designed for more. You deserve greatness because greatness is your birthright. So, stop settling for less than you're worth. Stop accepting mediocrity as your lot in life. Stop allowing your circumstances to dictate your destiny. It's time to rise up. It's time to step into your purpose. It's time to become the person you were created to be. And the world is waiting for your unique contribution. Your family is waiting for your leadership. Your community is waiting for your service. Your generation is waiting for your impact. Don't keep them waiting any longer. Don't keep yourself waiting any longer. The time for change is now. The time for growth is now. And you have everything you need within you to start this journey. You have the potential. You have the power. You have the purpose. All you need now is the decision. The decision to no longer accept less than your best. The decision to pursue your dreams with passion and perseverance. The decision to become the best version of yourself. Take that decision today. Make it right now. Because you don't deserve where you are. You deserve better, and better is waiting for you. Better is calling out to you. Better is your destiny. So step into it. Embrace it. Claim it. Your future self is counting on you. Don't let yourself down. Don't let your potential go to waste. The time for excuses is over. The time for action is now. Every great journey begins with a single step. And your journey to greatness starts right here, right now. It starts with a decision to no longer accept the status quo, to no longer settle for mediocrity, to no longer allow your past to define your future. You see, where you come from doesn't determine where you're going. Your background doesn't dictate your future. Your current circumstances don't define your ultimate destiny. You have the power to rewrite your story, to reshape your future, to reinvent yourself. But this power comes with responsibility. The responsibility to take charge of your life. The responsibility to make the most of your talents. The responsibility to fulfill your purpose. And let me tell you, it's a heavy responsibility, but it's also an incredible privilege. Think about it. You have been given the gift of life. You have been endowed with unique talents and abilities. You have been placed in this specific time and place in history. Do you think that's an accident? Do you think that's a coincidence? No. You are here for a reason. You are here for a purpose. Your life is not just about you. It's about the impact you can make. It's about the lives you can touch. It's about the difference you can make in this world. And the world needs you. The world needs your gifts. The world needs your passion. The world needs your purpose. But here's the thing. The world will come knocking on your door, begging you to share your gifts. You have to step out. You have to take initiative. You have to put yourself out there. And yes, it can be uncomfortable. It can be risky. But what's the alternative? Living a life of regret, wondering what if. Reaching the end of your days and realizing you never truly lived. That's a far greater risk. So I challenge you today to take that risk. To step out of your comfort zone. To pursue your dreams with everything you've got. Because when you do, when you fully commit to your purpose, when you give it your all, that's when miracles happen. That's when doors open. That's when opportunities present themselves. You see, success loves speed. It loves action. It loves commitment. When you move with purpose, when you act with conviction, the universe conspires to help you. Resources appear. Helpers show up. Opportunities arise. But you have to make the first move. You have to take that first step. As in years, that step doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be grand. It just has to be forward. Progress, not perfection, should be your goal. Because every step forward, no matter how small, is a step away from where you are and a step closer to where you want to be. Now, as you embark on this journey, remember that success is not just about achieving goals. It's about who you become in the process. It's about the character you develop. It's about the strengths you cultivate. It's about the person you grow into. You see, true success is holistic. It's not just about financial wealth, although that can be part of it. It's about being rich in all areas of life. Rich in relationships. Rich in health. Rich in experiences. Rich in contribution. So as you pursue your dreams, don't neglect other areas of your life. Strive for balance. Nurture your relationships. Take care of your health. Feed your mind with knowledge. Cultivate your spiritual life. Because true fulfillment comes when all areas of your life are thriving. Now, let's talk about obstacles. As you move towards your goals, you will face challenges. You will encounter setbacks. You will experience failures. This is not a possibility. It's a certainty. But here's what you need to understand. These obstacles are not there to stop you. They're there to test you, to strengthen you, to prepare you for the level of success you're aspiring to. Think about it. If success were easy, everyone would be successful. The challenges you face are what makes success valuable. They're what make it worthwhile. They're what make it meaningful. Not hide from obstacles. Face them head on. Embrace them. Learn from them. Remember, every problem comes with a lesson. Every setback comes with an opportunity. Every failure comes with a seed of equivalent or greater success. Your job is to find that lesson, to seize that opportunity, to plant and nurture that seed. And as you face these challenges, remember that you're not alone. Seek out mentors. Build a support network. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who encourage you, who push you to be your best. Because the truth is, no one achieves greatness alone. We all need support. We all need guidance. We all need encouragement. Be careful who you listen to. I don't want one's opinion should carry weight in your life. Some people will try to discourage you. Some will try to talk you out of your dreams. Some will tell you to be realistic. But remember, the greatest achievements in human history were once considered unrealistic. The impossible is often just the untried. So, guard your dreams, protect your vision. Don't let the small thinking of others limit your potential. Don't let the fears of others hold you back. Your dreams are yours. Your purpose is yours. Live it on your terms. Now let's talk about time. Time is your most precious resource. It's the one thing you can never get back. So use it wisely. Invest it in activities that move you closer to your goals. Invest it in relationships that matter. Invest it in personal growth and development. And remember, it's not about having time. It's about making time. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. What separates the successful from the unsuccessful is how they use those hours. So focus on what's important, not just what's urgent. Learn to say no to things that don't align with your goals and values. And speaking of values, let's talk about integrity. A success without integrity is not true success. It's a house built on sand. It might look impressive for a while, but it won't stand the test of time. So as you pursue your dreams, do it with integrity. Do it with honesty. Remember, your reputation is your most valuable asset. Guard it carefully. Build it consistently. Because when you have a reputation for integrity, doors will open for you. People will trust you. Opportunities will come your way. Now, let's address fear again. Fear is natural. Fear is human. But fear doesn't have to control you. Fear doesn't have to stop you. Fear can actually be a compass pointing you towards growth opportunities. Because often, the things we fear most are the things we most need to do. So when you feel fear, don't run from it. Examine it, question it. Is it warning you of a real danger, or is it just trying to keep you in your comfort zone? Is it protecting you, or is it limiting you? Learn to distinguish between rational fears that keep you safe and irrational fears that keep you small. And remember, courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is feeling the fear and doing it anyway. Courage is recognizing that your purpose is greater than your panic. Courage is understanding that growth and comfort cannot coexist. Now, let's talk about failure. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is a part of success. It's a stepping stone. It's a learning opportunity. It's feedback. The most successful people in the world have failed more times than most people have even tried. So, change your relationship with failure. Don't fear it. Don't avoid it. Embrace it. Learn from it. Grow through it. Because every failure brings you one step closer to success. Every failure makes you stronger, wiser, more resilient. And remember, failure is an event, not a person. Just because you fail at something doesn't make you a failure. You only become a failure when you stop trying, when you give up on your dreams, when you accept defeat as final. Now, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with these thoughts. You are capable of far more than you realize. You have potential within you that you haven't even begun to tap into. You have strengths that you haven't yet discovered. You have resilience that you haven't yet tested. So don't sell yourself short. Don't settle for less than you're capable of. Don't let your past define your future, because your past is not your potential. Your past is not your purpose. Your past is just preparation for where you're going. Your future is bright. Your future is full of possibility. Your future is waiting for you to step into it. So step into it with confidence. Step into it with courage. Step into it with commitment. Remember, you don't deserve where you are. You deserve better. And better is waiting for you. Better is calling out to you. Better is your destiny. So claim it. Embrace it. Live it, because the world is waiting for you. The world needs you. The world will be better because of you. Your time is now. Your moment is here. Don't let it pass you by. Seize it with both hands and make the most of it, because you were created for greatness. You were designed for impact. You were born for such a time. So go out there and make your mark. Go out there and fulfill your purpose. Go out there and become the person you were always meant to be. The world is waiting. Your destiny is calling. Answer that call. Into your greatness. The time is now.